You don't have to own the property to do Airbnb, bro. Okay. All we're doing, man, listen, this is the simplest way to look at how Airbnb arbitrage works. All you're going to do is rent a property from a landlord. The landlord is going to give us permission to use their house. Now, a lot of people ask me this question, like, why would a landlord actually let us do this? Why do you think a landlord would say, yeah, sure, take my house and put it on Airbnb, right? Here's the secret. The secret is when you're on, and I'm going to give you guys the framework on this live. I'm going to promise you 4 things. I'm going to show you on this live how to get the property literally without buying it. Okay. I'm also going to show you how to do this without even furnishing a property. Okay. So if you guys know what furnishing a property is, what do you think that is? What do you think it will cost to furnish a property?
30,000, 40,000.
Yeah. Some people say 30,000. Some people say 10, 20,000. Either way, what I'm going to show you on here is how to skip the process of purchasing the furniture and get into a property that's turnkey. So it means it's already furnished. 3, how would you like to get into a property without even paying the landlord their first month of rent?
Oh, really?
So I get you in rent free.
Oh, wow.
4, what if you didn't have the best credit? See, I think what stops a lot of people from getting into real estate, specifically Airbnb, is they think, I got to buy a house. I got to go spend $20,000 in furniture. I got to pay my landlord the first month of rent, last month of rent. I got to have great credit. I got to go to a bank and buy the house, right?
Wow.
With my method, you don't. So basically what you're going to do is this. You guys listen, this is the simplest thing. All you're going to do, step number 1, is you're going to pick a market that has a lot of job growth. Okay, you want to pick a market that has 4 H's in it. Okay, so hills, hospitals, hotels, or H2O. I'm going to describe all 4 of these so you kind of understand how this works. A hill is a area with mountains. So think of Smokies, think of Vermont, think of places in Georgia, right, that have mountains.
Makes sense.
Right? People want to go to a place where there's ski resorts, and there's also people that want to go and see the mountains as views. Okay. That's going to be your hills. The second H is going to be H2O. When you're on Airbnb, the number 1 searched amenity and the number 2 searched amenity are properties with pools and hot tubs. So when people are going to Airbnb and they're searching, if your property has a pool or a hot tub at the location, you're going to pull up and search the most. Okay? So that's number 2H. The third H is going to be your hotels. So think of a Marriott, a Hilton, a DoubleTree, one of these major hotels. We're not talking about like a Red Roof Inn, right? You're talking about ones, you want ones that are like the bigger ones, $300, $400, $500 a night. Right. Okay. And lastly, and this is the one that I play the most in, I've been playing in this game for about 11 years, and this one is the hospitals, right? You want to be around and very close. Now, this is the key to when I say around, less than 3 miles. The reason you want to be less than 3 miles from any of these 4 is because if you're 3 miles or less from a major hospital, you're going to target professionals, travel nurses, doctors, patients. This is what you want in the property, guys. You don't want people in the property that are there to work. Kidding. You don't want people in the property that are there to party. You don't want the drinks, the drugs, the people messing up the place. You don't want the people. You want people that are coming to work. Good. So think of a travel nurse, a doctor, a patient, engineer, military, relocator. That's people. When people come into work into your properties, they're not going to trash it. They're not in there to party. They're in there to go to work, come home, stay in your Airbnb, go to sleep, do it again. Right. Partiers, think of Las Vegas Strip. Okay. Right, people aren't there to work. Yeah, right. They're there to party. Right? They're going down the strip. They're in Orlando. They're going to Disney, etc. They're not bad people. Right. It's just that they're going to nickel and dime you for like $50 to $100 a night to stay in your property. Whereas what I get is like your $200, $300, $400, $500 a night. Yeah. Okay. Professionals. Okay. So you want to be around the 4 H's. Now, all you're going to do is go to Zillow. This is step 1 for you guys. Pick a city that has a good market. So think of Scottsdale. Think of Charleston, South Carolina, Orlando, Miami, Tampa, Nashville, Cincinnati, Chicago, Henderson, Albuquerque, Dallas, Houston. These are great markets for Airbnb. Okay, I just gave you 10 cities right there. So here's what you do. You go to Zillow, not Facebook Marketplace, not Craigslist, Zillow, so you're safe. You go in the top left corner and you type the city. So for example, let's say we're going to do Scottsdale, Arizona. I'm going to walk you guys through 5 filters on Zillow. How many filters?
5.
5 filters. When you put the 5 filters in correctly, you've got the right setup. This is step number 1, top left corner. You're going to put in, let's say, Scottsdale. Second filter over is going to be, what is our max rent price? $3,000. You don't need to go rent a Beverly Hills property for $20,000 a month. And you don't want something that's $400 a month, okay, in the ghetto. So you want to be around max rent of $3K. In a perfect world, $1,500 to $2K is kind of a good rental property. Okay. Next, filter over. So you got your city, you've got max rent, bedrooms and bathrooms. Right now, as of time of this video, 3 and 4 bedroom properties are killer. This is what you want, the 3s and 4s. Okay. Next, filter over. Am I going to target an apartment complex or a single family house or townhouse? If you're watching me right now from any channel, and I'm going to tell you this, Blue, this is the key. Wherever you guys are watching them, pay attention. If you have an Airbnb already, go do apartments now. You can go get 3 to 5 units at a time. You can go to an apartment complex and say, hey, listen, love the property. I got a corporate leasing company. I welcome in travel professionals like nurses, doctors, patients. We work with the local hospital up the street. We love your place right here. I love the fact that it's fully furnished, etc. We had a great place so that way the people that are coming into the hospital don't have to stay in a hotel. This is a great property, XYZ. We'll give them the pitch. You can go get 3 to 5 units at a time for corporate rental. Let's say that you went and Jack and Jill own 123 Lala Street. Okay. When you're first starting out in Airbnb, you want to make sure that you get a property quickly, right? Because that way you have momentum. Go to a single family house first, deal with a homeowner. Homeowner's more likely to sign a document, which we need them to sign to allow us to Airbnb. It's called a lease addendum. Okay, we share it with all of our students. It's a document that gives you permission to use their house for Airbnb. And they're okay with it. Okay. But here's why the landlords are okay with it. And this is the other filter. So we have our city in the top, right? We have our max rent of $3K. 3 and 4 bedroom properties, single family and townhouses to start with. And the last filter is called a more filter. That's your 5th filter. When you click it, scroll all the way down to the bottom, you're going to see a thing that says days on Zillow. Now, do you think if somebody just listed their property yesterday or if a property owner listed their property 8 months ago, which one would more likely let you use their property? 8 months ago. Why? Desperate, bleeding financially. They want to get their property rented. So when we go to them with the right pitch and the right credibility, boom, they want to stop bleeding. They're ready to rent the property to us, put it on Airbnb because they don't have any other option at this point, right? They don't want to keep paying their own mortgage. They want to rent the property, right? So now we have our filters in. That means all the properties that show up on Zillow now, after that filter's done, these are all good Airbnbs. Click any of those pictures, take the address from the Zillow listing, and put it into a software. And for everybody that's watching, you guys can go set up a free account with AirDNA or airbotics.com. Great softwares. They're over 95 to 98% success rate. Take the address from Zillow, put it inside there, make sure the bedrooms and bathrooms match. It's going to give you the revenue of the property per year. Okay, let's say it's $100,000, whatever it says there. Divide that number by 12 months. Here's the formula to determine your potential net profit. Okay, everybody's background, work ethic, driving, the way the property is managed, they're all different. I have to give my disclaimer. But if you take that $100,000 and you divide it by 12 months, and then once you have that number, you minus out the rent and minus $500 for electric and utilities, that's going to give you potential net profit per month after expenses. Okay, now, we now have a property in this illustration. It does $1,700 a month net profit. Anything over $1,000 a month in our eyes as a company is a good property. It's not a long-term rental where you're going to, do $100 a month. That's not a good Airbnb. Okay, it's not worth the squeeze. Something that's $1,700, $1,800, $2,500, $5,000, $10,000 a month net profit. Now we're talking. Now it's worth getting properties. So if it does anything over $1,500 a month, okay, after you did that formula, you're going to reach out to the landlord. And what you're going to do on Zillow is you're going to say these magic 5 words. Okay, this is how you get the open to conversation with the landlord to get them to say yes. You're going to ask these five words right here. And you're going to ask them, you're going to say, how close are you to XYZ hospital? Basically what we're doing is we're trying to get with a low pressure question that almost everybody, not, hey, will you let you Airbnb your property? How close are you to XYZ hospital? XYZ hospital is the closest hospital to that location. Okay? Once they come back and they say like 2 miles or 10-minute drive, whatever, soon as they respond back, here's what the question is. 5 words. Are you open to corporate rentals? 6 words. Are you open to corporate rentals? Those 6 words, now they've got a framework of why you're asking about how close the hospital is. Now they go, oh, now they're asking if I'm open to corporate rentals. Most landlords at that point, remember, they've been sitting on a property for 8 months, 6 months, 7 months, 8 months vacant. They're going to come back and say, hey, I'm open. What's next? Where do we go from here? Tell me a little bit more. Now you've started a conversation. Boom. You already know the property's profitable because you did the revenue inside of AirDNA or Airbotics. Boom. Landlord comes back. They says, cool, we're interested. What we do as a company for our students, we then jump on a call with you and the landlord on a 3-way call. We close the property for you based on my credibility. And I get the landlord to furnish the property for us. And I get the landlord to give me 30 days of free rent.
Oh, wow.
So not only do my students get into properties without buying them, they don't have to furnish them either. That's thousands.
That's plus, okay.
You don't have to pay your first month of rent to a landlord because I get you what they call a rent concession of 30 days. And we get you into property without using any of your personal credit. It's 11 years, man. It's not overnight. I've been doing this for a long time and just optimizing. And I go, now we have 30, as of time of this video, guys, we're at about 3,500 students. 3,500 students. So, I mean, it's growing like crazy and helping more people win, man. There's so many people out there right now that don't know about us, and there's so many people that don't know even that this existed. They think, oh, I got to go buy a house and go put it on Airbnb. Well, yeah, 20 years ago, yes. Today, arbitrage is so much easier to get into the game, a lot less capital intensive on the front end. And then I've even made it easier to where you don't pay the landlord their first month of rent or furnish.
Oh, wow. Okay, good.
And then we jump on a call with you and do all the heavy lifting and close the property for you based on my credibility and the right pitch.
Wow.
Yeah. So anyway, you guys that want to learn how to do this, it's very simple. You can shoot me a text at 904-864-8828, 904-864-8828. You got to have a couple grand in your name. Okay? This is not for somebody looking for a free ride, a lottery ticket, lives out of a car, doesn't have any money, unemployed. This is for someone who's serious about going to the next level. They want success in their life as much as they want to breathe. They're like, man, I am so sick and tired of building somebody else's dreams that my family deserves to have an amazing life, and I'm ready to do that. Because maybe you're out there blue collar working. Maybe you're sitting behind a desk all day long and you're like, dude, I need to do something different. Wherever you're at in your stages, again, we have 3,500 students. We can help you. We do all the heavy lifting for you. We'll push, pull, and drag you to the finish line.
Wow. You
You just got to take the first step. Okay? Show up and be serious, be coachable, and be someone who's hungry, and we'll help you get a property in less than 30 days.
Oh, that's good.
Guaranteed. Less than 30 days. We'll sign our first contract if a student from mine. Okay? So anyway, if you guys are interested, shoot me a text at 904-864-8828. That'll let me know a couple things about you that you're serious and you're ready. Let's get in the game. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe. If you made it this far, I appreciate you. Please subscribe, like the channel, and make sure you tell a friend about us and what we've done. And if you're really serious, you'll text me and tell me, hey, listen, I'm ready to get in the game.
Man,
Cool.
That's good.
Appreciate the time, bro. Thanks, man. Bye.